Good afternoon, dear viewer. Let's have a short look at the markets. And let's start with the SPX. So SPX is printing some kind of on a daily chart, it's printing some kind of a reversal pattern. So there's this doji candle here that normally signals some downside. And when you compare this, and like I said, we need some kind of a confirmation of this break of the resistance. So we need some kind of a pullback, maybe flirt around with this diagonal trend line here, break it a few times, then go up again, and so on until this, until we are sure that we're not breaking below this blue line, this blue bar here. So I'm pretty, it's to me it looks like we will be either trying it again, so like some kind of a bigger pullback, and then we come back again. But most likely, I would see this coming back to these levels again, maybe this horizontal line for resistance, and then going back up. Similar situation on Nasdaq, so it's really extended now. Let's hide the volume. I think it's not relevant here at the moment. And I've marked two resistance levels. First one was broken without any, real fight, and this one is already reacting on the daily with some kind of a doji again. Let me see if we have seen any of these dojis here. No. So this might be a sign of some kind of a pullback coming. And to be honest, I think this is the last bastion for the bears to defend. So if we break above it, then it's hugely bullish for Nasdaq, and I would expect at least a double top scenario, if not a full blown blow off top. And it's also, this part here is the golden pocket. It's what's called golden pocket. So this is a place, if we want to see a rejection, then we should really see it from here. Or maybe, last resort would be a little bit of a pullback and then test again this level here, the 786. And if you reverse the chart, then you would see a bearish Gartley pattern. It's called the Gartley. So if you look at this, then the Gartley pattern, is there a specific one for the Gartley? No, but this is one of the harmonic patterns where point B is round about the golden pocket, so 618 retracement, then anything between 382 and the top and point A, so maybe you could pull back to here. And then again, the test of the 786, and that would be the sign for downside coming. So yeah, that's how it would look like. Yeah, so that there would be a pullback to one of these lower levels here, then another attempt at 786 rejection, boom, we're going down. And if you look at the weekly chart, that would print something that people could interpret as a double top. Yeah, so we did not create a new high. We are coming down. Maybe if we even break it a little bit, then that's still a double top. But in this case, that's a really strong confirmation. If we drop down from here, that's a really strong confirmation that there's no good news coming anytime soon. And then we should proceed down to these lower levels and at least tackle the lows here. So that's the Nasdaq, but at the moment there's nothing like this happening. It's just a pure pump, and with no end to be seen. Yeah? So I would be very careful to draw any, how should I say, any bearish conclusions out of this. Actually, we have, the mantra before was that this is our resistance line and we're never going to break it. It's like recession coming, I don't know, end of the world and such. And then once this one was broken, then everybody said, "Oh no, now it's this high here." And then it's we're going to reject from the golden pocket, and later then they're going to say, "Oh, a double top." Yeah, um, it might as well be, for me, like I said before, we might as well see some kind of a blow off top scenario where um, I'm trying to find some kind of a sensible target. It could, it could also see something like this. So that would be a massive pump to around 24,000 points, which would be like 50% from here. Still possible, my opinion. Yeah. Um, so I would not be bearish. I mean, there's nothing on this chart that screams to be bearish. If you look at the 3-month chart, look at this. Yeah, it's pure pump. If we see some kind of a pullback, then it's a healthy correction in the market. Because if it goes up without correction, then the next, if it goes with a straight pump up, then the correction will be very, very heavy, and then I doubt that we will create new highs. So it's pure pump. It looks like a blow off top at this point in time. BTC, let's look at the at what we have here. Like I said, 30,700 was my rejection level. We got the pullback. In all honesty, it at the moment it looks to me just like just a correction. I would want to see it to at least tackle this area here. So 382 is the bare minimum. And this is the first place where we could see some kind of a pump. I would want to see it go down a little bit lower. So I would want to see it round about between 22,500 or 600 till 23,250. Yeah, this area would be my preferred scenario. So I would be definitely buying on the green line there. But if it only gives us a slight pullback, that's also fine. Let's look at the very local situation. So for me, we so far have seen one wave of correction, A, B, C. Then we have seen another A, B, C up. And now what we're gonna see is probably again an A, B, C. A, B, C. That's my projection at the moment. And what I would want to see is that these two waves. So let's try a rectangle. That these two waves, where's the bottom of this one? Here. Let's make it bluish, kind of. I hate this color, sorry. That they would be of similar length. Delete this. Delete this. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing I would want to see, it would be perfect if we see these waves of similar length. So let's take yellow and here. And I'm pretty sure we have some room to go down still. And this part here, yeah, so from, what was it? This low here to this low here. Would be the later, would be what would come later. So I would want to see this. First, we are dumping to here. Yeah. We are coming to around about 24,500. Then we bounce up for an ABC, and then we dump again to take out these lows. And then we get the setup where we probably do something like this. Install our position on 2500 25,250, and then we go up. This creates a reversal pattern, and then we can shoot straight up. Another level I'm looking at is this one here. So it could pump through here, yeah. But most important part is that we then establish this. How should I say? We should establish a base here. So that's how I see it at the moment. And you know, if I look at this chart even on a smaller time frame, so let's get rid of all these drawings now. Let's leave the yellow part here. I'm pretty sure we're not done with this stump. So, just from the Elliott wave perspective, yeah, this is our 1 and 2. This is our 3, which should end somewhere here. So if you look at this, then it has an extension. So our wave, this is our 1, 2, and then 3 is extended, which means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I wish, how do I do it? Then I have to cancel my arrows. So this is our 1. Oh, come on. This is our 1. Here. This is our 2. Here. This will be our 3. Then we will get our 4 to round about here. And then we will get a 5 to round about here. That's how I see it at the moment. And then I would expect, you know, it's possibly it could end here. Yeah, there's one scenario says this is the end. So that's one possibility. If I look at the flat, how a flat correction looks like, so let me open my, find a graphic in the internet. So a flat correction. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There's three kinds of flats. These are the only kinds of corrections where you can see a pattern where you have first 3 waves. So this would be our 3. From here, let me see, from here to here. Then there's another 3 here. And there's a 5 here. Sorry, I had a little bit of a break. So coming back to this, so we have the possibility that it's a 3-3-5 correction, which means it's one of those flats. To be honest, you know, if I look at this, it's just a clear downward channel. Yeah, so it does not look like a flat. Flat should be this sideways. You can argue that this is a flat. Yeah, so there is the slight possibility that it will be over here. So that's my bullish count. Yeah, the bullish count is that we have either completed or are very close to completing this this correction here. And so let's say minimum scenario I want to see is at least break of this level here, then a consolidation around it, one more break, and then we can go up. That's the minimum. Yeah. Let's say the most preferred scenario is we break it to here. So we consolidate here, make a little break here, then we go up 1, 2, 3, and then we get a 5-wave move down, like this one here. They would be probably of similar length even. And then once we do this, this is the place to buy for sure. Yeah, so I will be for sure buying here. No questions asked. So that's BTC scenario. Let's go for alts. So let's go on the weekly. Let's take FTM. FTM, I still have marked out 2 levels. So one level is these highs here. When we come down to here, I will at least start DCAing. I will probably buy a small amount, but my preferred place to buy would be this one here. around 20 cents. So if we get here, for sure buying. Cake, like I mentioned yesterday, very, very interesting coin. And if it completes this sideways movement in a triangle format, so converging diagonal resistance and support, and then breaks it again, then I know this is most probably the last wave. And why I say the last wave, because we can get an extension and an extension, so we could even form a smaller wave like this. But at the end of the day, on this higher level, on this higher time frame, let's say daily, this is my opinion is this is the penultimate wave. So, anything below this low is for buying. And I have already started my DCA here. I will DCA for a longer period if necessary, and then wait for at least this level to be reclaimed. So I think I said yesterday 350 is my minimum that I want to get. So the minimum is, and from this level, the minimum is 125%. How long will I have to wait? I don't know. I don't care. Iota, this is a complete failure of an analysis. I thought yesterday that we were going to get some support on one of these lines, like you see. They did not hold, and I noticed that there's again this triangle pattern here, which I missed before. I did not see it as a triangle before, but now you could argue that this is a triangle pattern, which is the penultimate wave again, and then we could see a wave down to round about these levels here. So one of these, the higher of these two lows, or maybe even to tap into this liquidity, which is at the midpoint of this candle here, of this, sorry, not candle, is this wick here. So I think we will get some more downside on Iota. And then, in all honesty, there's liquidity on each of these highs. So it will be hard to break at some point. But I'm pretty sure, so what I would expect is we go down here and then we do something like this, which would be our wave A of correction. Then we cascade down and then we maybe take out this one here. So that would be the max that I would see on Iota for a longer period, I guess. But that's still like 5x. Maybe not with this, maybe not even with this bull run, to be honest. Yeah. So it'll be hard, but at the end of the day, if I was to buy this, then I would probably try somewhere here. I did not take these trades, by the way. When I saw what was happening, I did not pull the trigger. I for sure will pull the trigger on Matic. So, like I said, I did buy some here on this support, then I sold when I saw this low broken here, so for around 7-8%. And now I'm waiting for a cascade down, and I would want to see all these lows taken out, all the stop losses from underneath these lows. And I'll start DCAing here, and if we get here, I will be buying. One last coin that I would want to share is, in my strategy for it, is Atom. And how should I say this? This coin shows to me, and if this pattern confirms, yeah, this coin would confirm to me that what we're experiencing now is just a correction on all the crypto market. So this, for me, it's a move up, wave A of correction after a big dump. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and what confirms it to me that this is a 2 is this triangular pattern. So we should see if the price stops here and begins pumping again, and especially if it does this with like 1, 2, 3, yeah, that to me fills in this sideways consolidation triangular pattern. The buy would be here, and then I would expect a move to at least $20. So if you buy somewhere around here, then you should get around 80% of return. Stop loss then is, let's take this long position. Stop loss is below this low, and target is around about $20. So that's a nice 3.5 to 1 risk to reward ratio. And if this happens, what is more telling, yeah, is if this happens, if we get a triangle here, to me this confirms this was just an A, this is a B, this is a C, and we should create a new low. And the new lows that I'm expecting would be somewhere around here. Sad but true for Atom. Anything else I should mention? I don't know. Just looking quickly at BTC, yeah, like you see, we're getting some more moves down. I'm pretty sure this dump is not done yet. Okie dokes. I think that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a very good day. So long. Bye bye.